Okay. We're back. Can we get a motion to go back into open? Haas?
Motion to go back to open?
Support. I'm sorry, that was moved by Mo, supported by Haas.
Sure.
To go back into open session. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're back in open session. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Madam Chair, motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Support.
Motion to adjourn by trustee Amen, supported by trustee Williamson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. So we are adjourned and we'll be back at 6:35 to start the meeting.
That's all. I was supposed to read, I said, no, no, no.
6:35, almost 10. Oh, Salwa not back? All right, good evening. Welcome to the Crestwood School District Board of Education meeting, November 18, 2024. I'll call the meeting to order at 6:36 p.m. Mr. Secretary, can we get a roll call vote? Roll call,
Trustee Amen
please.
is here. Trustee Baidoon.
Here.
Trustee Fawaz.
Here.
Trustee Janoon.
Here.
Trustee Seba.
Here.
Trustee Williamson.
Here.
Madam President.
Here.
We're all here.
Okay, all here, and we have a quorum. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, can we have the consent agenda?
Okay. Recommended action. Board of Education approval is recommended for the items listed on the consent agenda, which include the November 18, 2024 board agenda, the minutes from the study session on Monday, October 14, 2024, the minutes from the regular meeting on Monday, October 14, 2024, and the check register dated October 1st to October 31st, 2024.
Can we get support, please?
Second.
Recommended action by trustee Amen, supported by trustee Seba for the consent agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Recognition of donations. Treasurer Janoon.
So each month, we're going to try and recognize either businesses, we're mostly doing businesses, correct? Businesses and individuals that have donated and contributed to the Crestwood School District. This year, Hillcrest had their fall gathering. It's quite a list, so be patient with me. We'd like to recognize the following businesses. So the CHS building trade students who assisted in building some new picnic tables for the athletic complex, Hashem's Meat Market, Al Sayed Meat Market, Iverson's, Sweet 220, Papaya on Warren and Telegraph, Greenland on Beach Daily and Ford Road, Date Truffles by Z, Fun Zones, Music Authority, GFS, Zainab Arbid, who is a Humana rep, Maze Creations, Signs and Designs by Hanya, Tim Hortons, both the Ford and Telegraph location, and Tim Hortons, the Warren and Telegraph location. Charlie's Home Supply, California Cookie Company, Dynamic Auto Parts, Rita's Italian Ice, the Parent Committee at Hillcrest, Cherry Hill Auto Care, Epic Deals Livonia, and Dearborn Heights City Council Chairman Mo Baidoon for his monetary donation. So those were all for the Hillcrest Fall Gathering, and hopefully every month we'll be able to recognize different businesses and individuals that have contributed to the Crestwood School District. So,
Excellent, thank you. And thank you to all of those for those donations. Next up, we have a special presentation. I believe that Representative Aaron Burns is here with us today to pay special tribute to Dr. Mosallam. Representative Burns?
Thank you. Good evening, school board members. Thank you for having me here tonight. I really appreciate your time and allowing me to speak. I do have a State of Michigan tribute tonight for Dr. Masalam, who I think we all know and are very proud to know that he was named the State of Michigan Superintendent of the Year. Very excited and so proud and just honored to have you leading the Crestwood School District. And I'll just say briefly, you know, as a former classroom teacher myself, Dr. Masalam, I know how many hours go into being an educator, being an administrator. And you know, there's a lot of work and time and effort that you put in that people see. But there's so much more that you put in when you're off the clock. Although as educators and school board members as well, we all know that you're never really quite off the clock, right? It's a 24/7 job and you work from the heart. But for all of those hours that you've put in over the course of your career, whether that's, you know, in the early days of lesson planning, you know, working through some of those components with folks in the classroom, supporting your teachers, school board members now as superintendent, all those really key pieces that are integral to your success and the things that people sometimes see and the things that they sometimes don't. I just want to acknowledge all of the work that you've done and everything that goes into your success currently as superintendent and everything that you've done to get to this point. I'm so proud of you. I'm sure I speak for everyone in the district when I say that I'm proud to know you, and I'm just so happy that you've been recognized with this honor as the Superintendent of the Year. And so we have a state tribute for you that's signed by myself, State Representative Farhat as well, the governor, and our lieutenant governor. So again, we are so proud of you. I think Representative Farhat is just walking in, so I'll keep talking for another minute so he can join me and make some remarks as well. But again, such a source of pride, and as I mentioned earlier, you know, being an educator, being an administrator, some of the work that you do is seen, and some of it, you know, it just comes from the heart, and it's all of those hours that you dedicate to really supporting the students and the teachers throughout the district. So it doesn't go unnoticed, and we just wanted to acknowledge you with this tribute. So Rep. Farhat, if you wanted to say a few words, go ahead and chime in.
I'll just add, and I've been working on this one-liner all day. Doc, you're the best thing that happened to the Heights since the left turn signal on Ford and Gully.
He happened first.
Well, either way, Doc, I mean, Crestwood, all the parents, all the teachers, you folks are in great, capable hands. I can say it from being a student under his care in 9th grade at Fortson to today. I mean, he's still a source of wisdom and guidance for a lot of us. This board has really done a great job empowering him and other educators. And like my colleague Representative Burns said, there's a lot that we don't see that goes behind it, but for what we do see, I mean, Crestwood's really becoming a beacon on the hill. So Doc, with that said, please.
Get some there and then we'll hear, right?
You guys can come over here and we'll take a picture in the center. If you want. You guys turn around. You guys want to get in the picture?
Yeah, I want to get in the picture. I don't know about you guys.
We hear you take a good picture, Bob.
I'll stand behind you.
Next to you on purpose. Let me show you. There you go.
Wow, Rashid, I was going to say, I got to move you to my wife.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm more proud about.
On the microphone, Doc.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Yusuf's got to stand here.
Nope.
No, I know.
Just before both of you go, I just want to just say to both of you real quick. First, Representative Burns, this thing is falling over, which is gonna be nice. A couple weeks we'll be in a new building. You know, I've seen the work you've done as a city council member in Dearborn, and now as a state rep who represents our district. And, you know, over the years, you've always been there for us whenever we needed anything, and we appreciate you for that. So this award is not just, it's not just something for me, it's for this entire board, for you, for our entire community. Representative Farhat, you gotta get up here a little bit. He's right. I was his 9th grade English teacher back in Fortson when I had black hair. I'm not gonna say he's the reason why I got the grays, but you know, you put 2 and 2 together, you never think, no, I'm just joking. But Representative Farhat, to receive this also from you, a former student of mine, who is now someone who we tell other students, this is what you can become. I appreciate that. So for both of you, thank you for your support for education, but more specifically, thank you for both of your support whenever we have to make a call to Lansing and we need something done for our community. So we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Was Alabas a good student?
It was phenomenal. I made honor roll a couple times.
Okay, next up is public comment. Do we have any public comment? No public comment. Business report,
Thank you.
Ms. Morgan.
Number 1, approval of the 24-25 confirming purchase orders. The attached confirming purchase orders are items that needed to be processed prior to the board approval.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Sabo?
recommend that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the confirming purchase orders as per attachment A1.
Support.
Recommended action by Trustee Sabo, supported by Trustee Baydoun. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
Number 2, approval of the 24-25 requisitions. The attached list of requisitions are items that buildings or departments would like to purchase for upcoming needs. The requisitions have gone through all the appropriate approval processes and have been approved by administration for purchase. In addition, there are funds available to make these purchases. Once the requisitions are approved, they will be processed and purchase orders will be sent out.
Chair.
Trustee Sabo?
I recommend
we
that the
do.
Crestwood Board of Education approve the 2024-2025 requisitions as presented in attachment A2.
Support.
Recommended action by Trustee Sabo, supported by Trustee Baydoun. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
Number 3, approval of GSRP salary schedule. One of the hiring and retention areas that have been challenging for the district has been positions in our GSRP program. The quality of education provided at this age is vital in building our foundation for future social and academic success for our students. In order to assist in attracting and retaining high-quality staff for the growing program, we are looking to provide a more competitive salary for these positions.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Williamson?
I recommend that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the adoption of the GSRP salary proposal effective for the 24-25 school year. See attachment A3.
Support.
Recommended action by Trustee Williamson, supported by Trustee Amen. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
Number 4, approval of bond underwriter. Crestwood administration would like to utilize Huntington Bank as the underwriter for the 2024 bond sales. Huntington Bank has a strong financial background and is one of Michigan's top underwriters for negotiated bond sales.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Janoon?
recommend the Crestwood Board of Education approve Huntington Bank as the district's underwriters for the sale of the 2024 bonds. See attachment A4.
Support.
Recommended action by Trustee Janoon, supported by Trustee Amen. Any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Trustee Baydoun?
do we use Chase today?
We use Chase as our banking, yes.
Do we get like a better deal if we do this with them too, or no?
No.
Does it not affiliated? Okay, that was my only question.
My discussion is, I am so happy that we are making this motion for a bank that's going to take care of the 2024 bond. So, thank you. This is exciting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I abstain.
Yes. We have one abstention by Trustee Sabo. Okay, motion carries. Next item.
Number 5, acceptance of the June 30th, 2024 audited financial statement. Taylor and Morgan, our independent auditors, made a presentation to the Board of Education on the results of the financial statement and Single Audit Act compliance report for the year ended June 30th, 2024.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Sabo.
recommend that the Crestwood Board of Education accepts the audit reports and the SAS 115 required communications letter for the year ended June 30th, 2024 as presented by independent auditors Taylor and Morgan. See attachment A5. Support.
Recommended action by trustee Saba, supported by trustee Amen. Any discussion? I would just like to say congratulations. We had a great audit report for those who were able to join the study session. If not, I recommend that you guys go back and watch it. Thank you to Ms. Morgan and her team and to Dr. Mosalem's leadership for having us in such good financial standing. So thank you guys for your hard work on that. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
Number 6, approval of IDA contracts. Each year, Crestwood School District receives IDA funds through Wayne RESA. The funds are utilized to provide supplemental services to students with disabilities. The district normally receives funds identified as IDA flow-through and IDA preschool. The funds must be spent according to the federal compliance. The agreements are attached for your review.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Janoon.
I recommend the Crestwood Board of Education approve the 2024-2025 IDEA agreements as per attachment A6.
support.
Recommended action by trustee Janoon, supported by trustee Williamson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Personnel report. So are there any agenda items in the personnel report which board members or the superintendent wish to discuss and vote on separately? If there are, we will exclude these items from the motion below. Okay, hearing none, let's move forward with our action item. So at this time, I'll call for a single motion to approve all of the action items on the personnel report.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Badun.
I approve all the action items on the personnel report. The Crestwood Board of Education approve action items on the personnel report as recommended in this agenda, effective pending acceptable criminal background checks and other employment documentation as required by law.
Support.
Recommended action by trustee Badun, supported by trustee Amen. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Non-instructional appointments? Or was that part of it? Okay, superintendent report.
Thank you, Madam President. I have no action items. It's some informational items. First, National College Board Recognition Awards. We had 6 Crestwood High School students who earned academic honors from the College Board National Recognition Program. The programs celebrate the hard work of thousands of high school students nationwide to help them showcase their strong academic performance. Congratulations to Asrat Al-Masawi, Mustafa Al-Salami, Mustafa Akrub, Abraham Shihab, Fatime Korkmaz, all for receiving the First Generation National Recognition Award, and to Trey Atkins Wingo for receiving the African American National Recognition Award. I'd also like to update everyone as a reminder that we have the Riverside Middle School Community Bazaar, which will be Wednesday, November 20th, from 5 to 8 p.m. in the gymnasium at Riverside Middle School. Just a reminder to everyone, I can't believe it's only a week away. Next week is Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving recess, no school for students, will be Wednesday, November 27th through Friday, November 29th. Also, want to let everyone know as a reminder, our Crestwood administrative offices have moved. We are no longer on Joy Road in Inkster, on Inkster Road. We are now at 1045 North Gully Road in Dearborn Heights. We're just around the corner from Crestwood High School. So please feel free to see us over there. Our next board meeting, December 9th, will be in our new board offices. We're really excited. So December 9th, we'll be over there. Please, we ask everyone to join us in our new boardroom. You see our new offices. It's really exciting that, you know, now we're going to have a place to call home for everyone, so it's gonna be really exciting. So we look forward to everyone being there. I also want to, on December 9th, we're gonna be doing something special, because as you all know, the bond was passed by our voters, and we wanna thank all of our voters. Yes. So on December 9th, we're gonna do something special, being that we'll be in our new boardroom, so I don't wanna go into too much detail on that now, because it'll be somewhat of a surprise. But our bond passed by 1,205 votes, which was a margin of 56%. For our school district, this is a historic event, not just for our district, but for our community and for our city. We passed the second largest bond in the state of Michigan, at 121 million. I believe the largest bond was 180 or it was more than us. But we had the second largest bond passed in the state of Michigan. We could not have done this without the support of, the board members who attended the forums, without the support of the board members who helped us at the polls. We could not have done this without the Yes Group. We're gonna go into a little bit more detail on December 9th, but I do wanna emphasize this real quick. Mrs. Iman Al-Sayed, Mrs. Mona Hajazi, Mrs. Walat Hamad, Mrs. Carol Walsh, and Mrs. Zainab Zagir. These parents, and a couple of them in the audience, from December of 2023 up until the day that everyone casted their votes, these 5 parents, as well as others, but these 5 parents spearheaded the Yes campaign. And they came to us, said, we want to do this, what do we got to do? And we said, well, we can just give you the information on the bond, come to the forums, all the rest you have to figure out yourself. We can't get involved in anything that has to do with the Yes vote. And they did. I'm going to talk more about them and others on December 9th, but I really wanted to take this opportunity to really emphasize these 5 parents. And beyond the bond, I can tell you, I could spend probably 20 minutes on each one of these parents and the things they do for our district, and I won't right now, but it wasn't just the bond that these parents were part of. I mean, these parents have been actively involved in our district from the day I entered in as superintendent and probably before I became superintendent. And their dedication to our schools is a representation of our community. And at the end of the day, us being able to pass a historic bond as we did by 1,205 votes goes to the commitment this community has on our children, not just for today, but for the long term. So congratulations to this Board of Education, congratulations to our parents, congratulations to our community, and congratulations to the lasting legacy impact that this bond is going to have on our community moving forward.
Absolutely.
That is my commentary, Madam President. And by the way, one last thing. Again, kudos to Mrs. Morgan, our CFO, and her team for an unmodified audit report, which I believe is 3 years in a row now, unmodified?
And the
Okay,
highest-
5 years in a row.
And the
now.
highest rating you can get.
And the highest rating we can get, so 5 years in a row now. So thank you. on that.
Excellent. I do have a couple points of clarification.
You were right.
Do
Nisha said you were right.
Yeah.
A and B were included, so we're good. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, so with that, we'll go to board comments. Trustee Sabo.
I just want to highlight that Dr. Musallam was the national superintendent of the year. I want to thank Aaron and Abbas for the fantastic recognition for Dr. Musallam, well deserved. Madam Chair, a few minutes ago you said that you couldn't believe we were voting on the actual fulfillment of the bond. When we were all talking to folks about the bond prior to the election, I was reminded of a famous saying, the truth is like poetry and most people hate poetry. Because I was so frustrated talking to folks that didn't come to the meetings and had all kinds of information out there, and honestly the truth spoke. I want to thank the community at large. I want to thank the parents that Dr. Musallam just mentioned and so many others. There were so many of our students sitting at the polls handing out, and it was remarkable. I want to congratulate Ms. Janoun, Ms. Elzayat, Mr. Amen, Ms. Fawaz, Mr. Williamson, everybody but Hassan and I, actually. So, congratulations to all of you. Now the work begins. Dr. Musalam, Penny, Jamal Al, the entire crew. Integrity is never a question with any of you. I just always remind everybody that everything that we do is the belief that the community has in us, that our integrity is off the charts. We will, and I know you've said this before, I'm going to reiterate it, every penny along the way is open to the public to be seen as to how it's spent, from change orders to anything and everything. We want to make sure the community knows we're citizens. Our taxes went up too. And my children are almost done with schools. But I'm so proud because now, if my children want to stay here, and I hope they do, they'll be in better facilities. So congratulations to everybody, and thank you to the community. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Trustee Williamson.
Yeah, I just want to thank, basically duplicate almost everything he said, but so thanks to everybody who voted for the bond, and thank you really, Dr. Musalam and the administration. I know you guys worked so hard. I mean, because we were just there for a little bit, but I can't imagine the hours you guys put in just to put this bond in, so thank you. And I want to thank you all the parents and all the students who came out on election day and beforehand. I mean, they worked so hard and they were so excited. You can see the passion in them, how much they really desire this to be done. And I'd like to thank everybody who came out to see the production of Clue this weekend. Nobody really did get murdered, so it all went well. And congratulations to Trustee Janoun and for winning her election, and for the rest of us for beating their write-ins. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, David. Salwa?
So congratulations, Najah, and all of us, and thank you to everyone that came out and voted for myself and colleagues. And just a reminder again for the bazaar on Wednesday here at Riverside. The proceeds do go to Lebanon and Palestine. Congratulations to the Key Club on their fall rally. Congrats to the boys tennis, great season. Rookie of the Year, Christian Ward. Most improved player, Yassine Ahmad. Most valuable player, Ali Fawaz. And congrats to the girls volleyball for making it to districts. And the National Honor Society did a great job on their blood drive. I can't remember exactly how many pints they collected, but I know I saw online, so that was really nice. And girls basketball tryouts today and tomorrow. And congratulations to the theater for Clue. And everyone have a safe, happy Thanksgiving, and thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Trustee Amen.
First, I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude for the bond committee. They did an amazing job. I was able to be out in the polls with Dr. Musalam and Rashid. Where is he at? He was literally chasing people down, explaining to them the bond, word for word, packet for packet. So, congratulations to Najah on your win. Congratulations to everybody else on their win. I also want to express how proud we are of Dr. Musalam, again, for being named Superintendent of the Year. It's truly a great recognition. Special shout out to the football team this year. Even though we went 5-4, we have a lot of kids who have a lot of college offers, which is great. One of our boys is going to visit an Ivy League school next week. Another one just accepted Wayne State, and a few other boys are getting some calls as well, so it's great to see that. Special shout out to all the athletic teams for this past season, all the staff, all the coaching staff. You saw how dedicated they were from football, soccer, tennis, volleyball. Also, want to wish everybody an early happy Thanksgiving. I know it's coming up. I hope everybody stays safe, enjoys their time with their families. Also want to give a late happy birthday to my son, who just turned 4.
Oh, boy.
It's, 4 going on 40. Who can't wait till next year because he'll be a Kinloch koala and they'll have to deal with him. So, also, if we can just please please keep in prayers our families overseas. Don't forget what's going on overseas, Lebanon and Gaza. I know a lot of people in our community have been affected by this. family-wise and so on. So if we could just keep them in our prayers, and that's it.
Thank you. Trustee Baydun?
Again, I'm not gonna go congratulations, congratulations, congratulations all over. Obviously, thank you to the parents, that's never enough said. But really proud of our Riverside Athletics. Got to watch the 7th and 8th grade boys. In my opinion, they're all undefeated. Things happen, but also, special shout out to Kayla, and I watched Clue. I've never been so excited to see my daughter die on stage over and over and over again. So it was really fun to watch. But yes, we definitely enjoyed it. And congratulations to the new fall coaches that are coming in currently. I know basketball had some changes, and Tarek Turfy is going to do awesome this year. And I know girls basketball has tryouts right now as we speak. A lot going on, and just make sure, if you're a parent, go out and watch your kid. That's the most important thing. Not whether they win, not whether they lose. Biggest recommendation, watch them the first week. Watch them at another time if you can't make it to every game in the middle of the season, and go watch them at the end of the season. You'll definitely see growth. And to me, that's the most important thing, is these kids are growing and changing and developing. And I think that's the biggest win that we could take away. But we also will see some wins, more wins than losses this year, in my opinion. But other than that, happy Thanksgiving, and thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Janu?
So congratulations to everybody as well. But I am honored to have the opportunity to continue to serve the Crestwood community. I really am excited, and I just want to say thank you to my friends and my family, because if it wasn't for them and their support, I don't know how I would have gotten through this. But I do appreciate, there's something about losing an election and then coming back and winning that really puts things into perspective, and you appreciate your loss. Everything happens for a reason, so I'm thankful for that. We have a lot of new and exciting things, ahead of us. I did have my friends who were I say my friends, but they more like family now, who were working on the Yes Committee and also trying to support me, and they were, they put everything they had into, the bond. They spent countless hours, and I have to say, working on some limited resources due to the things that were happening around the world. They went in this thinking, we're gonna reach out to the community, and they did, and the community was, honestly, everybody's so stretched thin because they are supporting family in other areas of the world, Lebanon is one of them, and they went out and really, really just supported this bond like I've never seen. And it's because people trusted those that we had out there, Carol, Iman, Z, Wala, and Mona, that I think that it passed. I mean, they really put they put themselves out there like I've never seen. So thank you to you guys, as well as the administration and obviously the board. We can't make everyone happy, but so long as we continue doing what's in the best interest of the students, you can't go wrong. So you're okay. So thank you, and look forward to seeing this project through.
Thank you. And as always, there's nothing left for me to say. But I did, I will say it again, congratulations on the bond, congratulations on the bond, congratulations on the bond. Thank you to everybody who came out and worked. And, throughout my life and my career, I always keep the 3 R's in mind. And that is, if you're doing the right things for the right reasons at the right time, you have no way to fail. And I think that's true not only for the parents who went out and the Bond Yes Committee, everybody who worked so hard on the bond from that point. I believe that everybody believes in the integrity of the administration, Dr. Mosalem and his team, and I won't take away from this board. I believe that everybody believes that this board can be trusted and has utmost faith in our integrity too. And I think that all of those mixed together is really why the bond succeeded and why the bond passed. So now we just have to prove everybody right. And I think that we're all up to the challenge because we work great as a team, and the bond passing is proof of that. So once again, thank you to every single person who was out there advocating for the bond, who voted yes for the bond, who answered questions. And I also want to take a moment to say thank you to people who came to the bond meetings and asked their questions, got their answers, and actually went out and told the truth about the answers that they got. So they came, you know, to cause trouble, ended up getting their answers, asked their questions, got their answers, and then said, hey, you know, I was wrong and this is right, and went back out and advocated for the bond. And I appreciate you guys, because even though we won by some 1,200 votes, it's still a little close. And I'm glad we did. But thank you, everybody, and good night, and I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Can I just really quickly, I'm so sorry. I wanted to recognize Rashid as well as Sanda Baja and Adam Abusala, because they also worked.
100%. We're gonna do a lot of that December 9th.
Sorry, I know.
We're good. So Rashid, Adam, Hussein,
Yep.
thank you guys very much.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Sabo.
motion to adjourn?
Thank you. Okay, recommended action to adjourn at 7:10, supported by Trustee Baydoun. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned at 7:10.
Thank you.